It's your boy Black Uchiha 3 long face, skinny body. You already know what's going on. We back with another video and we finna be great. Alright guys, so what this video is about is what to expect with the latest Boruto chapter that will be coming out next week. And we will be expecting that chapter to come out on either the 9th of June or the 10th of June. Now, a couple of things you guys want to know before we get further into this video is currently, as of for the Boruto anime, those of you guys who've been watching my videos and know that I started off talking about the anime only and only been talking about the anime for like a good portion of this channel. It's like, why, Black Uchiha, why are you not talking about the anime as much lately? I can have a good reason. All right, anime's fucking trash. No, it's not trash. I love the Boruto anime. Don't get me wrong, y'all. But it's just nothing really going on. I can't talk about nothing. Y'all want me to hop on the channel and just talk about nothing? Like, nah, that's not how shit's gonna rock. They got the whole little mini Mirai arc going on, Mirai Saratobi arc. And honestly, I haven't seen like the last like 4 or 5 episodes. But I've been reading like the episode summaries for all of them, and I know what's been going. I get the gist of what's been going on, and unless there's something like really interesting that happened in the anime, which I highly doubt, because I probably would have saw some type of hint or spoiler in my social media account. But nothing's been going on about the Boruto anime in the last couple of weeks, so you know, I just been like, you know what, forget it. I probably won't pick up the anime for like another 2 or 3 weeks, if not. Maybe just talking about it so much actually makes me want to watch it like right now. But that's not the point. We finna talk about what to expect in chapter 35 of the Boruto manga. Like I said, it will be releasing on June 9th. And another little fact, you know what I'm saying, is Gemini season, and my birthday is coming up on the 3rd. So this will be the last video I make until my birthday. I'll probably drop one more video before the Boruto manga drops. But expect this video, and probably the next video you'll get will be the actual manga review. So let's get right into the video. You already know what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, Mizzy Mari got beat.
Alright, y'all, so Boruto chapter 34 is just like a whole lot's going on over there, guys. Those of y'all who watched my last video, I kind of focused a lot on Kashin Koji and, you know, the Kara organization's aspect, and, you know, Jiren's connections and goals, connections with, you know, the Otsutsuki and other worldly forces, and goals for like what he has planned for the shinobi world and whatever the Kara organization has in store. One of the things I actually like about the Boruto manga lately is we've been getting a whole lot of dialogue and a whole lot of panels. I was about to say scenes, but a whole lot of panels with, you know, different Kara organization members. And that's really, really cool how they're starting to implement them so much into the story, because we're reaching that point where, you know, Kodachi is originally planning to wrap up the Boruto manga within 30 volumes. And as of late, we have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 6 or 7 volumes. So it's still a ways to go, a couple of years, I might say. But we're reaching that point where, you know, some type of drastic turn or some type of, you know, critical plot point has to take place in the Boruto story. And I feel like what they've been doing, you know, I like how we slowly shifted from, you know, being introduced to Ao and the outer member of a Kara organization, and then all of a sudden how having Kawaki just being thrown in there out of nowhere, and then we just slowly getting all of this. They actually been doing good the past year, I ain't gonna lie. You know, from Ao to Kawaki to Kashin Koji to Naruto versus Delta, Boruto manga's been doing a whole lot, and I could tell they got a whole lot in store. Now, what I really want to talk about for chapter 35 is what we can really expect on a more realistic basis. You know, this is from me generalizing an idea from what we've gotten from the previous 34 chapters of the Boruto manga. We know they tend to go into a route of where it's really, if it's like action, or if we're in a situation, you know, where either Boruto or even the previous, you know, where it was just Naruto versus Delta, I wouldn't say the action scenes are pretty long, but we do know like the fighting in the Boruto manga kind of takes up a good amount of the pages, and Some can argue say that some of the pages are even like, just pointless pages, just there just to show, like, I don't know, like a pal or something like that. But that's how Kodachi draws. He improves as he gets through the manga. I've seen him development, but then again, every artist has their own style, which makes art so unique in its own self. But still, the point is, we get all of these action scenes whenever it's like an action situation or something like that, and it's very few dialogue in the chapter, and then we get chapters where it's like heavily dialogue implemented and very little to none action at all. That's just like the trail that Boruto's been following. And these last two, I think just the last two chapters we've gotten, it's been post Naruto versus Delta fight. Naruto completely obliterated her, and then we got introduced to Delta's true essence, where she's literally a flying drone with a conscience that can transfer her consciousness from body to body, and she has multiple Delta bodies. So that's just like interesting, and we get to find out that basically one of Jigen's key weaknesses is something to do with the karma seal that only Jigen himself has, and also Kawaki and Boruto attains. Now, something big happened in the last chapter where the Kawa organization found out that Boruto was the wielder of Momoshiki's karma seal. You know what I'm saying? That Momoshiki left his seal behind with Boruto. And the thing about it is that Jigen, he somehow, they convinced themselves that Naruto would be the one to have, Momoshiki seal, and that obviously makes sense because I'm really getting a vibe that this Kawa organization haven't been in the shinobi world for longer than like 10 years at max, because they keep, whenever they refer to Naruto or even Sasuke, the only feat that they refer to is the feat of them defeating Momoshiki, and stopping him from collecting the God tree and all the chakra on Earth and stuff like that. It seems like that's all they know Naruto and Sasuke for, and obviously he's so renowned around the world that they had to have got some type of earful, like yeah, this dude's like the strongest ninja that everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be that. So Jigen has all of these slight information, these small key informations revolving around Naruto, Sasuke, Boruto in the ninja world, and they're just finding out last chapter that Boruto's actually the one that has the karma seal. So we get to see in the dialogue that it puts a huge change of plans for the Kawa organization and for Jigen in particular. For those of you guys who've been following, it's kind of obvious now that Jigen plans to make Kawaki his vessel for his own self. Now, it wasn't exactly stated, but they can't make it any more clear. When Delta's yelling out, that body isn't for you, Kawaki, it's for Jigen and it's for Kara. And then the fact that Kawaki is constantly referred to as a vessel, you just put two and two together. What I can really be expecting to go down in the next chapter after getting all of these bits and pieces of information is a whole lot more depth and information into, basically, I want to say the plans, but at least the basis of the ideas that the Kawa organization has going on. Like, what are their motives? They have to make some type of move. We're getting into that point, whether it will be Kashin Koji inside of the Hidden Leaf, because we know he's still there in Konoha. He witnessed the entire fight, and Jigen is kind of skeptical as to why Kashin Koji is still in Konoha, looking after Kawaki and Boruto, when the mission was to find Kawaki as soon as possible and retrieve him. Like, Jigen was looking anxious to get Kawaki like that. He lost the vessel. They had to stop everything, going back even a year, but like going back a couple chapters, like 15 or so chapters, or like 10 or so chapters, where we get first introduced to the Kawa organization, and we already know like they're in the middle of searching for this vessel because it's extremely crucial to their plan. Come to find out that the vessel is Kawaki himself. So now Kashin Koji is in the middle of his mission of retrieving the vessel, and it's been a long ass mission to retrieve this vessel because he has not done so yet. And Delta has put Jigen and the rest of the Kawa organization on game about it. The Kawa has a whole lot in store for this shinobi world. I'm just going to say that. And my best bet is that they have a handful of god tier shinobis in their group, because let's be honest, let's look at the damage that Delta did. Despite Naruto, not fighting at full power, my man's Naruto still like he broke a sweat. Like after the fight, he needed to at least just take a seat and just get a deep breath out. You know what I'm saying? So we have to take that into some consideration. And being that Delta isn't even the strongest member in that group, it's wild. All right. So I'm definitely expecting a whole lot of information about the Kawa organization. Like I said, whether it would be Kashin Koji alone and what he's going to do post the fight with Naruto and Delta, whether he will confront Naruto now or not, or whether Jigen is going to make a move and send out an inner member, or possibly there could be a good opportunity for us to get introduced to some more of the outer members of the Kawa organization, because, you know, we only been introduced to 2 so far, Ao and the big guy, and both of the guys from the Outers organization that we were introduced to, they died. So, you know, it'll be a good opportunity for the manga to introduce some more outer members, maybe to send them on some missions that obviously the inners don't need to take part in. Now, a big thing that I want to talk about is that we have been on a month break from the Boruto manga, and it feels like it's been forever. Let's be honest, guys. But we will be getting, like I said, we will be getting a chapter either 9th of June or the 10th of June. And my expectations is, I know you guys have been waiting, like just reading the thumbnail, like, nah, this isn't clickbait, guys. My expectation is that we will get at least 65 plus chapters, you know, next chapter 35. At least if they're gonna do something, either chapter 35 is gonna be like an extended like chapter where there's gonna be like 65 plus pages or something like that, or they're just gonna drop 2 chapters in one where we're just gonna get maybe like an 80 plus combined chapter release, and that's that. But they have to do something to compensate. I highly doubt we're gonna get the regular 40-page chapter release on the 9th, because they've been going for so long. And, you know, like I said, like, what's the point of being going for so long? They obviously been using that time to work on the manga. So my best bet, if not like the full 80 pages, at least 65 plus pages of chapter 35, because they got a whole lot to get into this next chapter. Now, also what I want to talk about is something that could possibly go down to chapter 35 is whatever Kurama has in store for Kawaki. You know, Kurama doesn't want Kawaki to go walking away from Naruto. And, you know, I can sense a whole lot of foreshadowing in that little scene. It may not look as something that important, you know, because Kawaki just realized a piece of the vase was missing, and he probably remembered where it was, so he got up to go retrieve it, and then Kurama just pops up out of nowhere talking about something, don't leave Naruto's side. That can be very foreshadowing in the future, as well as, like, you know, Kawaki's placed in a position where it's like he has to contemplate of, you know, because we already know what's going to happen in the future. Something's going to happen to Kawaki, something's going to go left, and at whatever that point is, and Kawaki is faced with that situation, it could be symbolized there, where it's like he's forced to leave Naruto's side, you know. And according to Kawaki, you know, via episode 1 of the anime and chapter 1 of the manga, he's the one who sent Naruto to wherever Naruto is at. But, you know, there's a whole lot you could go into that. Maybe I'm just looking too much into it, but still, you know, Kawaki has finally met Kurama, and it's a good chance for you know, Kawaki to get a better understanding of Naruto and his powers, because we get to see how they're building it up to where Kawaki is really starting to look up to Naruto in a sense, in a, you know, very like student teacher kind of way, and that's very cool. And it's also very heartbreaking at the same time, because, like I said, we already know the destined future for Kawaki and Boruto, but still, the build-up for how everything is going is actually great. Now, chapter 35 is probably going to be like one of the biggest anticipated Boruto chapters thus far. I'm extremely excited for it. I don't know what to expect. Like I said, definitely they're going to continue building off of Kurama meeting Kawaki, and without a doubt in my mind, they're gonna have to implement Kashin Koji in the next chapter as well. If not Kashin Koji, again, some members of the inner Kawa organization discussing some of their plans. But let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Black with Chia. It's been a minute since I dropped a video, so, you know, I had to go ahead and let this one fly out. Comment, subscribe, let me know what y'all think of the video. And do me a favor, if you already subscribed to my channel and you already watch my videos, let's share them and let's build your boy Black Uchiha fan base, because we finna be doing big things, But if you be watching my videos and you ain't even subscribed yet, let's just do the baby steps. Hit the subscribe button. After you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get the notifications. Leave a comment. Let me know how I do on the videos. Drop a like. Or you want to just comment some of your thoughts on the content I'm talking about. Just let it know. It's Black Uchiha. We all anime fans in here. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out.